What's going on, man? It is your girl, TampaMystic, and we're live. You see it.
Industries most wanted.
Big Industries most wanted, not the little one. Listen, tonight, I've got somebody that I'm super excited about having on here tonight. Jabari B. What's going on, family? Listen, he's not the norm. He's not a rapper, y'all.
I'm
He's
not
a
a rapper.
whole business owner. He out here doing it big, big. What's going on, family? How you doing tonight?
What's up? What's up, sweetheart? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. It is so good to have you on here. Listen, this is like, I love working with independent artists, but it's like, to me, it's almost like a breath of fresh air oftentimes when I can interview someone who's like-minded as a business owner, entrepreneur.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate that. At first, I was scared to reach out. I'm like, man, she gonna still rock with me. I don't rap or do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So
glad
yeah.
that you did. And I actually had made an announcement about it like last year, just saying, because most people think that, because that's typically who books with me. But I'm like, no, like, I don't care what your hustle is. You could be a barber, you could be a nail tech, you could be whatever it is. If you got a
hmm
hustle behind you, let's promote it. Let's talk about it.
Get it.
And with that being said, introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Jabari B. I was born in Chicago, raised in Minnesota, St. Paul. I used to play sports. I was a little bit in the street, one of them guys. Had all the girls. Bad kid, a little bit. I won't say bad, but I had a little behavior problem. So that's a little something about me.
I got you. You a handsome young man. Of course, you had all the girls.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. So let's take it back a little bit before we even jump in and talk about what you do right now, because you doing big things out here. When
Appreciate
you
it.
were young, you played sports. Was football?
Yes, ma'am. And
Okay,
basketball, yeah.
and basketball. So you was a hooper. You was out there. Were you fast? Were you dusting them?
Yeah, I was
Talk to me.
fast. I was Dustin. They know about me. I used to be. I'm known in my city. I used to be out here leaving their ass in the dust. For real.
When's the last time that you ran full speed?
I just raced my nephew like 2 summers ago. I raced my nephew like 2 summers ago. He beat me by like a little inch, but I had to show him like you ain't got no old rusted out uncle. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in shape. Like yeah, and he was 17 at the time. He 19 now. So yeah, I was like right there with him, letting him know like yeah, this ain't
Wow.
no old rusted out unk. You ain't one of them.
You're not that typical unk. You still in
Nah,
shape
nah.
doing your thing. I
Mhm,
love that.
mhm.
That is super dope. Definitely. Absolutely. Did you have a desire when you were younger to go on and play any of these sports professionally?
I did like my whole life football. I thought I wanted to play. I wanted to go to the league.
Mm.
Unfortunately, that didn't work out the way I wanted to, but I'm still around. So it's all good.
Got you. Got you. Understood. You've been through some stuff. You definitely have overcome set adversities in your life. And I want to just talk about that quickly to lead up to what you're doing now, because you are absolutely one of those people that I feel like will motivate so many people out here, because people make excuses why they can't do stuff. And when in reality, they haven't really been through a lot. Not to say to discount what they've been through, but you've been through a lot,
Yes,
overcoming,
man.
being out there in the streets,
Mhm.
definitely going to prison, being shot in the face,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, it's
Like,
real.
thank you, God, that you're here to talk about it.
Yeah.
As much detail as you want to provide or you're comfortable providing, take us through that time of when you were out there and you got shot, man. Take us through that time in your life.
Yes, pretty much just, being in the streets and, being involved in certain situations, things happen. So I was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and I got shot, and I'm grateful that I'm still alive. So I try not to dwell on it too much, but it's definitely a part of me, you know what I'm saying? So
Yes, absolutely. And that's the main thing right there, is you absolutely cannot dwell on it, because the thing about life is things happen, and
no.
really the only time we should look back is to see how far we've come, right?
hmm
Definitely. You also had to spend some time, you had to sit down for a minute.
Yep, and that was on that to be honest, that was only like a few months. So I had to execute my
Okay.
probation. I was on probation. Went to college, caught a little case up there for something petty, and yep, I ended up executing my probation, so I had to go to, but it was in the penitentiary though.
Got you. During the time when you did have to spend there, what would you say is like the most valuable lesson that you learned from having to sit down for during that time?
I just learned at that time like the streets don't really love you, you know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't nobody really there. It wasn't a long time, but it was long enough, like a few months. and it was short, so that really let me know. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if I would have been here a long time, it would have been tight, and just and it just let me know I needed to get my my stuff together. You know what I'm saying? As a man, like so.
Absolutely. You are absolutely right because no matter if it's a day or a year or your entire life, whatever time that you have to give into the system, you can never get that back.
No,
Can never get that back. But it's a big valuable lesson learned. Like, bro, I ain't never going back there again.
at all. Yeah. And then I lost my grandfather. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh
I
no,
lost
you
my
good.
grandfather. I lost my grandfather in the midst of that. So that really was like, and that was like the second month I was in there. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? This shit don't stop. It just let me know like it don't stop. So I was really hurt behind that. But it was a wake up call though. It let me know like this don't stop because you got some, you know what I'm saying, some stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That is facts. And it's times like that that we get upset with ourselves because like, dang, I missed that life-changing experience. You lost your grandfather during that time and that's difficult. But at the same time, we have to give ourselves grace and not beat ourselves up because at the end of the day, we're human too. We all go through crazy stuff. We all make mistakes and we learn from them, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely. Do you have kids?
Yeah, I got six, so I'm finna have seven. I'm
Okay.
married. Yeah, and my wife, she's pregnant right now. I'm expecting. We expecting. I mean, next month.
Congratulations. That is the biggest, most beautiful blessing ever
Yep.
is having kids because it instantly becomes bigger than you, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I love that. How did fatherhood and being married, how did that change your life?
It changed my life a lot. I was young, so I had my first child when I was 19.
Me too.
I'm 33 right now, so she'll be 14 next month, couple of
Okay.
weeks. So it changed my life a lot. Like, I didn't really come to the man that I am right now within the last few years. So I'll say like when I first had them, I was still out here. But as time, went on, I figured it out eventually. You know.
Yes,
So
absolutely. Are any of your kids into playing sports?
yes. So I got a son. I got two sons that play football. My older sons, and then
Okay.
my daughter, she dance and she finna do basketball. Then my 4 year old, he wanna do basketball too, and we did t-ball.
I love that. How important is it to have your kids active and involved in something rather other than just getting up and going to school every day?
Because I try to just keep them active. You know what I'm saying? Keep them busy. And even with school, I try to teach them other stuff besides school. That's a whole nother topic. But yeah, I try to just basically try to get on a different time than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to me though. I feel like because it teach you more than just sports character. Stuff about yourself, other people. It's a lot you can learn from playing sports besides just actually playing sports. You know what I'm saying? So
That
yeah,
is absolute facts. Like I mentioned a moment ago, I also had my son at 19 years old, and I was a single mom. So I made sure from elementary until my son graduated, it was in some sort of sport. He played it out. He started out with baseball, then he went into flag football, then he went into like high school football. He wrestled, he ran track, he did mixed martial arts. And it teaches you discipline. It teaches you how to be a team player. It teaches you punctuality. And then, of course, these young men who don't have a father, oftentimes their coaches kind of become a
yeah,
father figure for
yeah,
them.
for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah.
Man, that is amazing. Definitely. So leading into, you've been through a lot. You're here to talk about it, which, God is good. God is good
Yes,
all the
ma'am.
time, absolutely.
Definitely. Yes,
You've
ma'am.
been able to overcome so much. And listen, I'm proud of you for doing that. You didn't allow any of the things that you've been through to hold you back because people will use that as an excuse, right?
Yes, ma'am. I ain't gonna do that. I know I'm better than that.
Yes.
We ain't gonna make no excuses.
You know your why. You know your why you get up and do this every day.
Yes, ma'am. I know I got a purpose. We all got a purpose, but going through what I've been through, I'm like, I know I got a purpose to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. What do you feel like from what you've learned from your life? What do you feel like is your purpose?
I just want to be successful in life. Make sure my wife and my kids good, my immediate family. And that's not just blood, my family, my people, and just be successful and not just money, like, life, energy. I want to be around good spirits. That's successful with me. I like to have peace. That's successful.
Man,
Yeah.
I love that you just broke that down and said that because a lot of people need to hear that because their definition of success is having a ton of money. And to me, that don't define success.
No, because I didn't had a lot of money before, like a lot. Like, I was still around here. I was angry, so that I was chasing a dollar for so long. Then when I finally got it, I'm like, this ain't even what I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, I'd rather just have peace over anything.
Absolutely. Because peace is priceless. And to me, that is absolute success. That is the definition of wealth is having your peace and your happiness and having love in your life.
Yes, ma'am. I agree. Because a lot of people, it's hard to get some peace. That's hard. It's hard for real. People invade your peace. It's just a lot of things that come with it. So when you finally get something, they be like, "Oh, that's good."
There's a lot of ugly negative energy out there and people if you allow them to get too close to you that energy can be transferred to you so we got to be mindful and keep our boundaries up.
Yes, ma'am. Indeed.
Super important. Do you have a lot of family in the area where you're at now outside of your
Well,
immediate family, your wife and kids?
so how it was that I moved up here when I was like 5, 6. So I got a great auntie. She had kids and stuff. So I got cousins in like the Minneapolis area, but like majority of my family is in Chicago though.
Mm,
That's my majority at. Yeah.
got you. So you were born in Chicago. About what age did you move to St. Paul?
When I was like 5.
Okay, so that's all
Yeah, I
you
was
pretty much
young.
know.
Yeah. That's all I really know. Like I was back and forth, but this where I'm from. This where I was raised at though.
Got you. Do you
Yeah.
still get to Chicago often?
I went a lot growing up, but like within like the last 12 years, not really, because like my grandparents, they dead. Like my main people that I was connected with, they just not around no more. So I just don't, go back.
I
But
get it.
Chicago, a good city. I don't want to like throw it out there like it's a negative city, but
Sure.
it's a lot of people that I came up with and was close with. They ain't around no more, so I just don't go like that.
Understood. Listen, I totally get it because over the years, I've lost my sister, I've lost my mom, and just going back home for me is just not the same. My pops is still there, so I try to see him. But like you said, you lose the grandparents, you lose, people along the way. It's just not the same as it was, in our younger years.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So let's just dive into this heavy, heavy topic that I've been wanting. I'm dying to talk to you about because I've got so many questions, right?
Right.
So this young man we got on the line tonight, he's the owner of a professional arena football team called the St. Paul Bears. First and foremost, bro, major, major big ups to you and congratulations. Like
I
that's
appreciate it.
big. That is huge.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I really do.
Absolutely. Listen, so my first question is this. How does someone become the owner of a whole arena football team? Like how did that situation come about?
It's just a manifestation. Like I used to watch arena football like 5 years ago, and that's when it first came to my head. I'm like, man, I want to own one of these teams. I'm making calls and watching like smaller leagues, and I'm talk to an owner. He's like, cost 10 grand to get in. I'm like, 10 grand? That ain't really a lot of money. Not saying it like that, but I'm like,
You
and
would
I had
think,
to.
yeah, it'd be a lot more than that.
Then I'm like, I got a love for the game, so I don't know. I just started thinking about it. And then within the last few years, I just kind of put it together. So last year I started it out. I hired a coach and brought him here. Things didn't work out, but so it wasn't gonna go through. But I ended up getting a coach. I got a good staff, a good team behind me, and then everything been falling through. So now it's official. We got a league we playing in. A couple big league teams and like in a bigger league. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be on TV. So I didn't even expect it to go this far. I didn't think it was gonna go this far, but it's been moving kind of fast. So
Man, that's all God right there.
yeah.
That is all God. Like all glory to God because you've stayed down again. Like we said, you've been through a lot in your life. You're still here to talk about it. God had a bigger, bigger, bigger plan for you and you're fulfilling it. For people who are maybe not big into sports, what is the difference between arena football and like, we'll say the NFL?
I was just in arenas like a smash mouth football, 8 on 8, 7 on 7, 50 yards, it's tight end. Like, it ain't long, it ain't wide. I feel like you gotta have some skills though. And I ain't gonna say more skills, but like, the linemen, they like athletic, they can run, they can catch, so it's like a run and go type of game.
Got you. I know that you're the owner of the team and you grew up playing football. How involved are you in the actual team? Because I heard you say you hired a coach. Like on your day to day, what does it look like for you being the owner of an arena football team?
I'm involved. I'm like the general manager too, cause I didn't general manager for other teams. I didn't GM for other teams, but I'm just the owner. I do the owner stuff, like, cause I got my
He's not
team now.
just the owner. No, you
Yeah.
are the owner, not just the owner.
The owner, yeah, so I don't try to overdo myself because I did that before. I got some people to help me, so that makes it better. So I just focus on what I need to focus on. I make sure everything else done right, correctly. But my coach, my head coach, I got he a good partner. I got a lot of trust in him, and he's been around. I got the resume, so I'll let him do his thing, and everything working out though.
I commend you for doing that. And what I mean is allowing people to do what they're there to do, right? Because oftentimes I'm guilty. Admit to it. I'm guilty of. There's been times where I'll hire people to bring in to help me with certain things with my business.
Mhm.
And I would feel like I was being slightly overbearing. And I'm like, I got to pump my brakes. I brought them in for a reason. I got to let them do what they do best,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Was that ever difficult for you, or is that something that just came naturally for you just to bring them in and let them do them?
No, it was difficult for me because I've been doing a lot of stuff on my own for a long time. But I'm like, we built that trust, you know what I'm saying? Then this coach out that I hired, I already been watching him from years as far as like the football field, you know what I'm saying, as coaching. So like I know what time it is with him. So I've been letting him do his thing and he's been showing up and it's been perfect. It's
Man,
good.
that is amazing. Again, congratulations on that. Is there still opportunities, for people to get drafted in to play for your team?
And so we got tryouts. It's gonna be March 16th at 8
Mm.
o'clock a.m. It's gonna be at the West St. Paul Dome in St. Paul, Minnesota. So we're gonna have like three tryouts. So the initial season start in August, but we're gonna be playing some preseason games like this spring. So yeah.
So, for anybody who's interested in trying out for arena football, what do they have to have under their belt? Maybe have already played in
I
high
mean,
school
really,
or,
anybody could come out and try. It's an arena, you know what I'm saying? There's different
yeah.
leagues, some get paid, some don't. But anybody can come out and try out. And some people play college, you know what I'm saying? Division 2, Division 3, D1, junior college. It's pretty much a sum of everybody, all
Yeah.
types, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Absolutely. I work closely with the Georgia Spartans. It's a semi-pro basketball team here in Atlanta, and it's kind of similar because the same thing. The people they can come and try out. They don't weren't necessarily professional NBA players.
Right.
They're local guys who are good at hooping and they can
Mhm.
play on the team. So I love that you're giving people that opportunity. Maybe they don't necessarily want to go on to the NFL, but football's a passion for them. So this is perfect for them.
Yeah.
That is amazing. And you tell us one more time when the tryouts are.
The trials is March 16th at 8 o'clock a.m. to 10 o'clock.
Got you. Got
Yeah.
you. Definitely. Quick shout out to everybody checking in, man. Shout out to my homie over there on Facebook, Robert, checking in. Like, we appreciate everybody taking the time on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We got Jabari checking in. We were
Yes.
just talking about the fact that he is the owner of a professional arena football team called the St. Paul Bears, man. That is major. I know that, you said that, you spoke with someone, they help you get started, but did you ever think in your younger years that this is something you'd be doing?
No, not really. I thought I would be playing football,
Yeah.
honestly. But I still got the love for that. I'm still around, so it all counts to me some type of way. You
Got
know,
you. Got you. Do you have the desire to ever get out on the field when you see
I
them
can,
out there?
I can still play. I can still play with them, but I ain't trying to do all that. I ain't trying to be all over the place. It's a young man's game. I know I could play, but I just want to focus on building my organization. I have my time, so I'm good on playing. But yeah.
Understood. What about ever getting into coaching, like, maybe whether it be high school or flag football? Does that interest you at all?
Yeah, I coached before, but I'm like, I think I'm too aggressive. I be yelling. I like to be, I'm like, that ain't for me because I take the game too serious, like way too serious. So I'd rather be in the back in the cut, holler at the coach, come holler at him, you know what I'm saying? Then I don't want to coach though. That ain't my thing.
Understood. Understood. At least you understand where you need to be at with this. You know what I'm saying? And being the owner of the team is what's working for you perfectly.
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely. Another business venture that you're pursuing is you have an upcoming food truck called Pawpaws.
Yes.
Let's talk about that because that's another great business to get into. Where did the idea for a food truck come from?
So it really came. My grandfather, that's his name, Papa's.
Papa, I love
I
it.
just put it together. He was like, a big breakfast guy. So at
Mm.
first we was gonna do like a breakfast thing, but we didn't switch it up to something else. But we're gonna still keep the name, just in the memory of him. But it really came behind my grandfather though, that passed away. And yeah.
Yes, you're absolutely. This is his legacy because you said he loved to cook. Breakfast was his thing. So, what is going to be the theme if you can share that?
I mean, I want to share, but I don't know. I'm kind of scared because where I live at, nobody they ain't got what I'm gonna be doing, and like people like I don't say take ideas because like ain't nobody around here just inventing things no more. This we we late to the scene, but I don't want to tell them what I'm gonna be cooking yet, just so when I drop, because I don't want nobody to steal my ideas.
I respect it wholeheartedly. That's why I asked if you were okay with sharing it because
Nah, yeah, and I do like some normal, like some soul food, not knocking nobody, but like stuff that everybody cook out to, but it ain't. It's like a different menu, something different. So that's why I wanna wait till they ain't finna take my spot.
understood. So that's coming springtime. Is there an anticipated time frame date at this point when it's going to be
I don't got
officially?
an exact date, but I'm gonna be pushing like May or June, no later than June for sure.
Got you, got you. So are you still in the midst of getting the truck built out and everything, or is that completed?
So I got the trailer, but like I'm in the mix of getting it fixed and getting
Got
like
you.
the equipment and stuff in there. But it'll be done in a few months for sure.
So are you going to cover like the central St. Paul area to start?
Basically, yes, ma'am. Yep.
Got you. Is this something that once you get this first one established, there'll be a spin-off and maybe have multiple food trucks or even a restaurant
That's
location?
the plan. I want it to be a restaurant,
Yeah,
I want it to that's the plan, have a couple locations. If everything's done right, that's the plan. That's what I want to do. Everything everything is big with me. I try to do it big,
tell.
long term, and long
You,
term too. So,
and you definitely can because I've seen it happen and evolve out here in Atlanta. The young lady Pinky Cole, she started out with one food truck called Slutty Vegan. You may have heard of it, and then she got another food truck. Now she's got multiple restaurants throughout the Atlanta area, and she's thriving out here. So that's
that's what's up.
exactly what's going to happen for you.
I
We're meant
appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yes, ma'am. Definitely, most definitely.
absolutely. So do you be chefing yourself?
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm the man with the plan, but I ain't, I'm the man with the plan, but I'm not a good cook like that. I'm not gonna say. I'm more of a breakfast guy.
I
I
got
know how to
you.
cook a lot of breakfast food, but I do gotta work on the dinner and stuff like that for sure.
Okay, so your wife is more of the chef.
She more the chef.
I
I'm not
got you. I got you. What is your go-to breakfast meal? Like if you had to whip up for somebody, what would it be?
it'd probably be I'll say some French toast.
Mm.
Bacon with a little oatmeal on the side. I can't lie to you. I ain't really good at the eggs, but French toast with some oatmeal on the side.
Nah, that's dope, man. So this is something again that's in the pipeline. It's pretty much already there. It's just a matter of pulling the trigger. So we
Yeah,
have to stay tuned to see what is going to be on that menu.
most definitely.
Can you tell us this? Is there going to be any desserts on the menu too, or is that still under the radar as well?
Probably some desserts. Yeah, we're gonna have like some probably cake, carrot cake,
One of my faves.
sweet potato pie, a little some of that. But yeah,
That's dope, man. That is super, super dope. Well, definitely congratulations on that. So that's something we can anticipate, like you said, probably around May or June. How do you feel like having an arena football team and having a food truck are going to be able to tie in together and maybe help each other out?
they go hand in hand. To be honest, got the football players, and then they're gonna be hungry, so they go hand in hand. Yeah.
Pull up, skirt, skirt.
Huh?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Because when I provide media for the semi-pro basketball team I was talking to you about. I go out and provide media from them, and there's always a food truck outside. So you're absolutely right. Whether it's the players or the fans that are there to watch, they get hungry, boy. They hit that food
They
truck.
gonna be hungry after you do all that running around. They want to eat. Yeah.
You don't have to tell us where, but have you scouted out locations around the city as well that you're going
So
to set up?
I'm thinking like downtown St. Paul or like maybe East St. Paul, somewhere, in that
Yeah.
area. I got a few locations I got my eye on.
Got you. When you look to expand, will you look to expand outside of the St. Paul area as well?
Yeah, I'm trying to do big. My goal is to get stuff, lay the landmark down here and then eventually move, since I've been here, I don't want to stay here for the rest of my life, but
I
we'll,
got you. Understood. Yeah, I think that's a goal for a lot of people is you of course that's your roots, you've planted yourself there, but when it comes to business, oftentimes you have to venture out a little bit to be able to expand. So that makes perfect sense. Would you ever move back to Chicago?
no, I won't move back, but I'll do like some business there. I won't move
Sure.
back, bro. Yeah.
I got you. So maybe open a restaurant there or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Any thought of ever owning a second football team or is one enough?
One's enough because it's a lot. It's a lot that come with it. So if it would, I would have to. I don't know. It probably be in the near future, but one's a lot. It's a lot of work behind this. Like, it's not sweet. It's not easy at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But if I could have the chance to in the near future, most definitely. I'm here to stay though. We finna lock in. Like, y'all gonna hear about us for a while. We gonna be around.
Absolutely. And I just want to kind of touch back on and really like give you your flowers and commend you that you overcame from being in the streets. You said you were shot. You could have not been here right now. You had to spend a short time sitting down incarcerated and look at you now. You're completely doing it the legitimate way. How does that feel?
It feel good.
Yeah.
Cause I always, been in the streets and one foot in, one foot out my whole life. So to, change over it feel good. It definitely do.
Absolutely. And also too, you're a father, you're a husband, and it's like when we have family, it instantly becomes bigger than us, right?
Most definitely, for real.
You
Yes.
want we want our kids to do better than us and
Way
you're
better.
yeah, and you're setting
Yeah.
your kids up for that.
I'm trying. Yes,
No, you're
ma'am.
doing. You're
Yeah.
doing. You ain't trying. You're doing.
No, for sure.
Absolutely. You're also in school for marketing. You're going to be graduating next year. Let's talk about that a little bit. Like again, so many positive things that you're doing. What made you decide that you wanted to go to school for marketing?
Well, I'm the marketing guy. I'm like, I just wanted to sharpen up my skills. Like, that's all. I already been in the field, sitting down with people, talking, doing this, doing that. I just wanted to sharpen up my skills. So,
Got you. Understood. With that being said, being that you're, a multi-business owner, I feel like when you're an entrepreneur and you're a business owner, whether it's a small business, medium size, or big business, you got to have some sort of marketing skills. Of course, you can hire a marketing team, but I
mhm.
feel like we need to understand that ourselves. So that's going to
Yeah.
tie in perfectly, especially with that food truck.
Hmm.
If you come up with some of the right marketing
Oh yeah.
tactics,
Uh-huh.
you already know where
Yeah.
I'm going with that, right?
Yeah. I ain't gonna play with it. I'm very strategic with things I do, and I manifest it and I go over it, for a while before we even drop. So it's gonna be important. It's gonna be a message, and it's gonna be different, and it's gonna be good.
Exactly. All those things play a role. The customer service has to be good. The
Yes,
food has to be good. Everything has to be appealing because I talk about it often. Like the young lady I brought up earlier, Pinky Cole, she owns the restaurant. It started as a food truck called the Slutty Vegan. And her marketing team was amazing because all of her burgers were named after like something sexual. Okay, so Slutty Vegan, she has the menage a trois, she's got the sloppy toppy, she's got the one night stand.
oh yeah, that's
Who
a good
doesn't want,
idea.
yeah, who
Yeah.
doesn't want to go eat something like that to say I had this, I had that. So you having that marketing mind, you're going to be able to roll that into what you're doing as well. That's so dope.
Yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely. Do you feel like, although it's going to help you personally, do you at some point in time want to start maybe a small marketing firm as well to help others?
I don't know. Like I told you, I got so much. I don't want to say so much, but I got enough going on. I
Yeah.
be thinking I can do everything. I can't do everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but I am good at a lot of things though. But I don't know. Just the football right now, the food truck. Then I got some other stuff on the side besides that. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. Listen, I understand because I'm very live in the moment kind of person. You got to think about your moves ahead of time. It's life is like a game of chess. We got to plan our moves, but at the same time, we can't live too much into the future because we forget about the now, and the now is very important.
Hmm.
So it sounds like exactly the way you're strategically moving it. You're living in the now, but you're thinking about the future, but you're living in the now, which I think is the most important way to do it.
Mhm.
Definitely. Anything else that you have lined up or on the route that we have not talked about? Because, bro, your
I,
plates are full.
I appreciate you. I ain't gonna give you all the all the juice, but I'm just into investing. 2025. I'm investing a lot. We trying whatever's a go for us. Whether it's successful or not, we ain't gonna be scared. We gonna give it a go. So that's what it is.
Absolutely. Any young man or young woman out there who is maybe a little lost and they're like, I know I want more than what I have right now. Maybe they are in the streets. And what gym tip, piece of advice could you offer them to maybe if they're looking to start a business? Anything you can offer them?
Yeah, for one, like not to get off topic, but I don't think it's off topic. You got to find yourself first. Pray for real. Like you got to have that down. I feel like me personally, and then whatever you want to be in life, you go after. And not
Yeah.
chase, it. Manifest it and go after, it, but not chase it. But yeah,
Absolutely. And I'm with you on the manifestation. Like I start my day every day with affirmations. I speak positive affirmations because I feel like that sets the tone for how our day's going to go.
mhm, I
You know,
agree.
we wake up like they say on the wrong side of the bed and we're grumpy. Our
Yeah.
whole day is going to be grumpy, right?
Mhm, yeah,
So you definitely have to manifest everything. Absolutely. Well, listen, I'm super proud of you. You're really out here doing everything that you should be doing. You're living that dream life of what you deserve because you worked hard for it and you've actually worked and earned everything that you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I
Yeah,
really do.
absolutely. For people, who may be interested in whether they're coming to one of your games or maybe even trying out for the football team, what's the website for it?
You go St. Paul Bears at gmail.com. You can go to St. Paul Bears on Facebook, St. Paul Bears on IG as well. All the information on there.
Got you. Got you. Is there a website for it as well?
Yep, St. Paul Bears, St. Paul Bears 24.com.
Got you. So make sure you guys, whether it's on through social media, through the email, tap in with him. And then also same thing. Have you established a Instagram for the food truck yet, or is that in the works?
That's in the works. That's in the works. Yeah.
Pawpaw's on the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on the way. Most
That's
definitely.
super, super dope. And then of course your personal social media. Do you want to give that out as well?
33rd underscore Jabari. Yeah.
So make sure you guys tap in because this young man is out here doing it. He's no
I appreciate it.
excuses.
I appreciate it. I really do.
Absolutely. 100%. I know you probably have a lot of people that have loved you and supported you throughout your journey. Anybody you want to give thanks to or give a shout out to?
My wife, she be there for me. Like my friend Tate De Niro, he's there for me. My mom, yeah, sisters. But for the most part, me, and I'm cool with that. Not saying nobody say people take stuff too personal. You gotta believe in yourself before anybody can anyway. So I don't be tripping off who like really supporting me right now or how, because I know you'll get carried away trying to worry about that. I gotta focus on the mission, and they'll see what it is when it get here. That's just usually how it goes. So yeah.
I love that because I'm gonna keep it G. 99.99999% of the time when I ask people about shout outs, they never mention themselves. And I always say to them, and shout out to you too. Like, we have to thank
Yes,
ourselves.
I got to. I'm the one with the plan, so it's like.
No, facts.
I gotta shout. I'm the one up late night coming up with this, ain't going to sleep. So I'm definitely shouting out myself.
Got to, man. We
Uh,
have to pat ourselves on the back and we have to be proud of ourselves because, like you said, we can't expect others to if we don't do it first. It's that self love.
yes, ma'am.
Definitely. Well, shout out to you, your family. Shout out to all the business ventures
Thank
that
you.
you're pursuing. Absolutely. Anything else that you want to let our listeners know about before we check out?
Shout out to you. I've been watching you for a while, man. I appreciate what you be doing, giving people, opportunity to, what I'm saying, bless you with their platform, and other people be able to see it. We appreciate you. I
Of
appreciate you for sure.
course. If you ever come out here to the Atlanta area, definitely, if you and your family come out here, if you come out here on business, it would be dope to have you pull up to my actual studio. Maybe one day we can sit down and do this in person.
Most definitely. I've been out there a few times, so next time I come visit, I'm definitely gonna hit you up for
That'll be
sure.
dope, man. Definitely. Well, listen, it was so dope to have. I really thoroughly enjoyed this conversation because, like I
Me
said,
too.
I love doing music stuff, but I really, really enjoy stuff like this because, I'm an entrepreneur myself, so I like picking people's brains.
I appreciate you. I really do, for real.
Absolutely, 100%. Well, you enjoy the rest of your night. We'll definitely talk soon, okay?
You too. Take care.
All right, you too. Y'all have a great night. Thanks,
All right,
everybody.
y'all.